Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on this beautiful day. Hope you're doing great. Today we're going to be working on this turn system for the combat state. Now we've been working on the combat state for a long time, and that's because the videos are so short, so I have to make several ones, but it's a little better for me to kind of do this in short steps. Otherwise it's going to be too much in one video. Anyway, before we get started, please check out the description box. You got a bunch of links. You got my Twitter, you can follow me on there. You got my support page. You got links to all kinds of different playlists, and consider subscribing, dropping a like if you like the content. Otherwise, just keep watching, alright? Because we're gonna start off here by just adding the EXP to our character that we forgot to do. That's why we got the error that the EXP didn't increase. So this character, add EXP, gained EXP. Okay, so that's basically how that's gonna work, and that's gonna make it so we actually gain some EXP when we kill the enemy. But like I said, today we're gonna start off by working on the turn-based system. I did try this out before I made the video, so I'm pretty sure of what I'm gonna do, so I don't babble on and make a bunch of errors and mistakes. So what I start off by doing, I make a string called ATK_str, and I'm gonna just name it player. And I'm gonna make another string called def_str, and I'm gonna name it enemy. So this is gonna help us, these two are gonna help us kind of control the output and see who's attacking and who's defending, alright, depending on what the hell's going on. And so I'm gonna start off the hit rating with player, and I'm gonna start off the defender as enemy. Now in between all of this, I'm gonna create something called a turn integer, and I'm just gonna say 0 on that. I'm gonna actually, let's see. Actually, that's going to be above here. Int turn equals random, anything from 0 to 1. Okay? So if the turn, it depends on what the turn is. Okay? So we're just going to randomize it once. It doesn't matter who's going to start the attacking or defending. It will be a flip of a coin. And then, let's say, boolean player turn equals turn. Alright, so it depends on what turn is. So if turn is 0, it's going to be false. If it's greater than 0, it's going to be true. Okay, so that's how we can use an integer to initialize a boolean value. So that's going to give us all of that. And then we're going to make an if statement. If player turn, if it's not the player turn, because here we kind of initialize all of these things as the player's turn. But if for some reason it's not the player's turn, here we're going to say ATK_str equals enemy. So the enemy is going to be the attacker, and the defend_str equals player. Okay, easy as that. Boom. And then hit rating, I'm just going to copy paste this. Hit rating and remove the initial or the actual type there. Enemy.getHitRating, enemy.getHitRating, and this character arrow get defense. So here we go, we switched it to the enemy's turn. So now the enemy is on the attacking, and now this is gonna be controlled by whatever is set up here, right? So it's gonna be no problems here. Now we need to make a little output. Attacker ATK_str, and a new line right there, and we'll just copy paste this down here. Let me just see if I'm recording. Yes, I am. Def_str, and we'll just call this defender. So now we can see who's actually attacking and what the hell's going on. Okay, and this is all still going to be the same. It's just that we're going to change all of this stuff. So int damage equals this character something something. Also, I'm going to change this output later. If player turn else. Alright, if player turn something else something. So if it's the player's turn, the damage is going to be this. There we go. Yep. Else it's going to be, actually I'll remove this. Else damage is going to be the enemies get damage, enemy.getDamage, enemy.getDamage min. We're gonna have to fix these later, but we'll do that. We'll worry about that later. Doesn't really matter. And then let's see. And then player for this character take damage. Damage. All right. So basically that's gonna control. So this is the player's attack first. So if it's the player's turn, we're gonna do this. Now, if to make this clear, what we could do is we could just initialize that to 0 and say damage equals. This is an extra step, but it might make it look a little better. And for that, we have to change the output here. So we're gonna remove everything but hit in between. And I'm gonna put a little space there. I'm gonna say ATK_STR hit the def str. So it depends on who hit what. Alright, and I'm gonna remove this whole string right now. Boom. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna print the HPs up here instead. There you go. So the attacker hit the defender for this much damage. And that was set up here. Now, same thing, we need to do the same thing here. Boom. Have a little space there. Make some space in the stream. And then a little space. ATK_STR missed def str. So that's cool. Perfect. Okay, and then all this death and stuff is going to be controlled down here. So, oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Damage, player damage, enemy damage. And then we're just gonna set, here we go. Let's call this cout enemy HP, like this. Okay, and then we're just gonna get the enemy HP, boom, 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 and a new line, and we'll just copy paste the whole line, and we'll put a space there as well. Put this under player damage. So player HP equals this character get HP, and then this character get HP max. Now, no, this is really tedious and really annoying, but it's required. Character has no member HP max. Let's go into character, get HP. We're gonna have to make a get HP max function here. Copy paste that. Boom. Get HP max. Boom. So there you go. Now that should work. As soon as it finds it, yep, it found it. Okay, so then it's gonna keep working and defending and is dead and all that stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And at the end, switch turn. If this turn dice, no, not this. If turn, let's see how it was. Player turn, so turn dice. We'll just call it turn actually. If turn equals 0. We can actually make a little short one here. Turn equals turn. If turn is true, then we'll set it to false. Else we'll set it to true. So it's a very short mini statement where it says that turn equals to whatever it is. If it's, this is kind of like a mini if statement, right? So if turn is true, then we'll set it to false. Otherwise, this is the else statement, we'll set it to true. Okay, so it will kind of switch around turn as it wants to. So player turn. Actually, we don't need player turn, do we? If turn is false, then it's the enemy. Else if turn is true, we'll just use turn actually. We'll just use turn. We don't need two variables to do the same thing, so that's cool. So yeah, it kind of sets sets off right here. But before further ado, let's just keep going. Let's start this off. Let's run it. Let's see if we get any crashes. Doesn't seem so for now. There we go. So we're just going to create a little character. And we're going to call the character whatever, as usual. And we'll start the game. So now we're going to do combat test. Alright, so the first time the attacker is the player. The enemy is the defender. Player missed the enemy. Continue. Okay, now the attacker is the enemy. Defender is the player. Okay. And then we can see the HPs and everything. So enemy hit the player for 3. Let's keep going. So now we can see the player HP is less. Player missed the enemy. Enemy hit the player for 2. So now next time my HP is less. Player hit the enemy for 3. Enemy missed the player. Player hit the enemy for 4. Now it's 4. Enemy missed the player. Player hit the enemy for 3. Enemy missed the player. Player missed the... Oh shit, I'm about to die. No, player hit the enemy for 2. You defeated the enemy and gained 5 EXP. Enter. So I got my 5 EXP right there. Okay, and my HP is 4 out of 11. All that stuff. Now I'm going to go into the character menu. And I'm going to go into level up. And I'm just going to level my character up all the way. As much as possible. And then assign stat points doesn't work yet. But yeah, that's cool. So that worked. Now I got some EXP. I can keep working at it and I'll get more and more EXP as I go. If I do combat test again, the player will probably die. Enemy hit the player for 17. Holy shit, that's because I leveled the hell up. That might be a little extreme. But yeah, as you can see, it's 0 out of 11 and I'm dead. Okay? And we're going to kind of play around with that as we go along. But hopefully you learned something in this video. It was pretty fun making this combat system work. And it's a bunch of text here. Actually, it would make more sense if I had the player HP and the enemy HP at the same spot right there. Just so it should work. We'll remove the random number because it worked for us. Attacker, defender, total hit rating. Total hit def, hit rating, defense. Okay, so we can remove this as well. Just minimize the text. Defender, hit rating, defense, enemy damage, player enemy. Okay, well that looks fine to me. Alright, so that's cool. We're good. Thank you everyone for watching and all the support. I hope you learned something. I hope this was fun. Keep working hard. Please check out the description box for all kinds of links to playlists. Again, follow me on Twitter, subscribe, drop a like if you want. Thanks for watching, and just take care. And I'll see you guys and girls in the next one, alright? Bye-bye.